All right, today we're going to go over the solutions to the Bellwork problems from Monday, September 28th. So here it says, sketch the graphs of the lines onto the coordinate plane, label each line. All right, so remember when you have a line, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, so remember slope is rise over run. From point to point, how many units do you go up or down, and then how many units do you go over? And then b is the y-intercept, so that is where the line crosses the y-axis. Remember, our y-axis is our vertical axis, the one that goes up and down. So let's look at number 1. We have the line y equals x. Here, there's no b value. We don't have plus or minus anything at the end. So we know our y-intercept is going to be 0. So we can put a point here at 0, 0 because that's the y-intercept, 0. And then we know the slope just has x. And remember, when we just have an x by itself like that, it's like a 1x. So the slope is 1. So we're going to go up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1. Then I'm going to go back to the origin. I'll do some points in the other direction. Down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1. And now I'm going to make a line. I guess I'll make it yellow since I committed to yellow for this one. And we're going to connect these points. Remember, what should a line have on both ends? Arrows. So here, this first one, the yellow is the line y equals x. We have that in yellow. All right, number 2 is very similar, but now instead of y equals x, we have y equals negative x. So the y-intercept is still going to be at 0, 0. We don't have a plus or minus anything at the end. Now, from this point, instead of going up 1 and 1 to the right, we're going to go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. Because our y-intercept, our slope here is negative 1. Go back to the origin, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And then I'll connect this using a green line. Remember, the yellow one is a positive slope. It goes uphill from left to right. This green line that I'm about to create has a negative slope, so it is going to go downhill from left to right. So let's see if we can connect these points. There we go, downhill from left to right, with a y-intercept of 0 and a slope of negative 1. So number 2 is the green line we have here. Number 3 says y equals 3. When we have a y equals a number, that tells us that we're going to have a horizontal line. So on the y-axis, we want to find 3. That's our starting point. That is our y-intercept. And now we're going to make a horizontal line that goes through that point. So I'm going to make it purple. Okay. So this purple one is the line y equals 3. Every single point on this line has a different x coordinate, but the y value for every point on this line is 3. And then the last one, x equals negative 8. X equals, those are vertical lines, so we'll do this one blue. So on the x-axis, we want to find negative 8, which would be right here, and put a point here. This is our starting point. And then we're going to create a vertical line that goes through that point. So every single point on this line is going to have, if my line tool would work, every single point on this line is going to have an x coordinate of negative 8.